So hello and welcome to another episode of Oblok Gaming. Today, whilst we are waiting for the ranger here, what we are going to just do is take a quick look at perfected plate mission. Kill red does not burn them. Anyway, yeah. So what we're going to do is take a look at Artemis. So this is the new loot tracker that I've got up here in my display. So this loot tracker has been developed by Bix. Bix is the author of the Project Delta website, which if you don't know about, please go ahead and bookmark this. I'll put a link in the description down below. Please go ahead and bookmark that site. There's some really useful features on that site, some useful mob search tools, and it's being developed. It's being developed all the time. So Bix is doing a great job there. But yeah, what we're looking at today is we're looking at this loot tracker, and yeah, so the loot tracker is very similar to what you'd expect. You have your basic tool here, and you have sessions and loadouts. Let me just put this over here so I can see what's going on. Can't see what's going on. There we go. So you have sessions and loadouts. So your loadouts is your guns, and what you can do here is just go ahead and set up your guns. You can add them, you can delete them, you can do whatever you want. It's a really cool system. So for example, if I go and edit this, I can, I've got this version has got the this version has got. Have we started yet? No. So yeah, this version has got a couple of damage and a couple of bullseyes, so I can take the damage things off and just save it and set this as the active one, and it will then use this as the active loadout when it's tracking the gun. Okay, so that's really cool. But the really interesting thing is, for example, if I want to just duplicate this, then what I can do is save the duplicate. I can go in and edit. I can take out the scope and just make this a grad 102 with no scope and no sights, and immediately just change the cost per shot. I can save that as an extra loadout, and I can just switch between them very easily during the session. Okay, now the next thing you have is sessions, where you basically so you'd create a session. You can have multiple sessions saved, and you can just switch between the sessions. So I can just go to here. I'd have to stop. So say I stop this session. What I can do is I can jump onto this previous session that we were working on earlier. I can resume it, and as you can see up the top here, that's good to go. And this will now be back to a live session. I can just go back to one that I was doing a couple of days ago. And again, sorry, just got to stop that one, click on this, resume this one, and I'm now back in this Tide Claw session that I started a couple of days ago. And then I can switch guns mid session, set to active, and it will just go like that. So it's a really flexible tool. Let me just start shooting this guy. There we go. So yeah, it's a really flexible tool. The other thing you've got is up here, you've got the bar. So I'm just going to put a pause on this because I don't even know what I'm shooting and what gun I'm using. I wasn't paying too much attention. So yeah, you've got the pause start on here as well. So you can just start and stop whenever you feel like it. There's a really interesting function up here for markup. So if you click markup, it will apply the markup values that you have set in the tool. Whoops, hit the wrong one. Let me just go back. Would you believe it? I hit Xbox instead of Artemis. So so if I go to here and I go to the loot function here, I can actually go down and I can set the markup on the item. So if I say socket 2, socket 2s are in at a percentage of 102. Any socket 2s now that I get, I save the changes. So any socket 2s I get in any loot, in any of the mobs that I'm fighting, then we could be yeah. If I click on MU, it will mark those up there. Okay. So that's that, and I've got obviously got the pause and the restart up there, which is really interesting. The other thing is if you click the down arrow, what you can do in here is you can set this. I have a custom one which adds the shots in as well because I've been counting shots recently. But I can go ahead and just do this. There's like an efficiency tab, combat tab, and if you do a custom, you can actually go in and add anything that you want to do. So I can add the number of deaths that I've had, or I can just delete it and remove it. And that will, it will just allow you to have all kinds of different stats that are trackable put into your tracker bar. So you choose the ones you want, then you go back to minimize and it puts them all in the thing across the top there. And yep, markup off, markup off. So you can do whatever you want. That is not really long enough, but I don't know how to extend this. Doesn't seem to be a way to extend this. So anyway, so yeah, that's Artemis. I personally I've started using this above all of the others. I just like the flexibility of the loadouts and the sessions. Definitely something that has been incredibly useful in my studies. Let me just jog back. Actually, I hit a T to go back. And I do recommend it. And the other thing that's really cool is, so I said Bix has been working on it a lot. So you can go back to the dashboard. This will show you, you can actually have all these different things: crit rate, 7.2 crit rate on this setup. You can have DPP. You can track a whole bunch of things in here. And the other thing is, so Bix has his own Discord. So if you go into the Project Delta site, you can click and join the Discord here. And he's very, very active in this Discord and is always looking at bugs that people are bringing up. And he is helping to fix them. So this is the site. I was actually talking to somebody else today who didn't know this site existed. So please, please, please add this site to your bookmarks bar. He is working on it all the time. So there's various things that. So yeah, there we got. So this is the Calypso one. One of the things again that I really like about this, you can click on the mob and it shows you where they spawn. I just love that. And then if you want to click on one of these spawns, it tells you what spawns at that area. So it will tell you that, so this is Attracts, and at this area you're getting Guardian, Mature, Old, Provider, Young. So if I look at this site over here, it's telling you that there's Armax balls there as well, and you're only going to get Guardian, Mature, Old, and Provider there. So I really love this part of the site, but there's so many things to explore in here, and some guides, and yeah, watch this space. I'm going to be working with Bix also to maybe get some new player guides on there, so that we can get people looking at some of my older content, and that's still very relevant, but buried on my site, so nobody's watching them anymore. So we do need to try and get people visible on those types of things. So that is it for now. As I said, lots of features and things to play with in here. Lots of flexibility, and as I said, Bix is incredibly active at the moment, and is very, very open to hear your comments and thoughts as to whether or not, what you like, what you don't like, what you would like to see, what improvements you would like to see, somebody wearing the same wings as me. And yeah, please go ahead and go and download it. Oh, I didn't show you where it was. So on his site, if you go to Tools and you go to Artemis, and here you can click on Download for Windows, and it will pull it to your desktop, and will auto update when there are updates. And yeah, it should be a lot of fun. There's some really cool features in here. There's a shop, so you can put your your items in here. You can put your shops in here. So 4-player shops, buy and sell. I had, I didn't put my apartment in here, but there's various areas to this that you can click on, and various features, and he is definitely going to be working on making this site very, very effective, and yeah, more new player driven than some of the other sites that have their own focuses. So hopefully it will be relevant to everybody watching here. Please download it, and please bookmark his site, and please like and subscribe to my channel. And there'll be more content coming soon, and we will be getting Bix into another conversation. So if you do have any suggestions for improvements, or any comments or any questions you'd like to ask him, please go ahead and put them in the comments below, and I will definitely bring them up when I have another conversation with Bix in the not too distant future. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in another video very, very soon. Bye bye for now. Bye bye.